This channel is supported by TrueFire. TrueFire is an online library of lessons from some of my favourite players. There's thousands of lessons on there. You can use the promo code JNC40 to get 40% off of any of their courses. Okay, I was experimenting the other day, and this was very much inspired by Tim Miller. Tim Miller has got a course, Creative Arpeggio Design, on TrueFire. If you use the code JNC40, you can get 40% off of that. Or if you use the code JNC100, you can get $100 off of their All Access Pass, All Access membership, where you can get access to any of their courses all year round for like $99, I think, if you use my code. Anyway, so the concept is 1 note per string, then 2, then 1, then 2. And this is what I was doing in the intro. I was doing variations on this. So just to break that down, starting here on the 4th degree of the scale on the 4th fret, then instead of going up like this, so you get 1, 2, 3 on that string, what you do, skip strings and play the next 3 notes essentially that you would have on the 3 note per string here. So instead of, you get, okay, and then back up here to the 5th fret, and then the same concept again. Instead of, go up to the next string for the next. Okay, so you get 4th fret, 6th fret, 8th fret, 5th fret, 6th fret, 8th fret, and then back down. We're in A flat major, so that's kind of happening on the 4th degree of the scale. One of the things that I always like to do with this sort of thing is to then move it up and down the scale diatonically, so you just move every note up 1 scale wise. So then you start on your E flat, and that would be all of the positions, which I'll put together in a tab for you on Patreon. Okay, and what I thought was also, I wanted to have some other subdivisions that would work. So we could do, if we were doing triplets, just put this extra note on top. So on the 4th fret here further. I think it's got a really, really cool sound. Another thing that you could do is make it like this, so I was thinking, like, let's have some more notes, and that's kind of another variation, so we're sticking that on top. And that's another kind of variation of it. So those are the ideas that I was messing around with in that intro. The tab I'll put together for you, and also the backing track I'll chuck up. And if you choose to do this piece of work, what you're going to have basically is, first of all, learning it in that one position is going to be useful in terms of getting the technique down. Moving it around into other positions is doubly useful, because not only are you learning that phrase alternately in a new place on the fretboard, but you're also helping yourself to visualize the scale in a different way, because you're forcing yourself to figure out what this pattern would look like if you started it on another degree of the scale. And this pattern-based thinking is really useful for guitarists, because yeah, it's just one of those things that the guitar visually kind of looks a certain way, but this is going to help. I think you do this enough times, you start to get used to this idea of moving ideas around the fretboard, which initially can be very daunting, but once you've done it a few times, you get this, it starts to become a bit more clear. So start with the smaller phrase. And then start to come up with either more subdivisions, triplet, and then you can even extend it further. And once you've done that in a few different keys, hopefully that piece of information that you've been practicing might become part of your vocabulary as well. So that's what I'm going to be practicing for a few minutes now before I try and put a backing track together on this. I thought that was a really interesting sounding. Sounding thing at least, so I thought it'd be an interesting thing to try and work on some technique with. I hope you enjoyed that too. Patreon will be the place to get the tab and the backing track. Cheers for now.